Mortgage renewals are so hot right now. They're really hot. And a lot of people are reaching out. And the crazy thing is only 2025 right now. And we're sitting here in March of 2025, and the mortgage landslide didn't even begin until the end of 2020 and all the way through 2021. So if it's busy right now, I can only imagine how crazy it's going to be in the future. And if you're somebody who has a mortgage renewal coming up in the near future, you're probably asking yourself, what the heck do I do right now? Do I renew? Do I talk to my bank? Do I get a broker to shop? Listen, I've made enough renewal videos, but this one is going to be more focused on if you're a person that doesn't make any sense to refinance, you don't want to go shopping around, you don't want to explore any options, I'm just going to tell you what you need to tell your bank and some considerations. What's up? Alex McFadyen here, owner of Flow Mortgage Co., mortgage advisor, helped out over 4,000 families, and I'm going to explain to you the questions that you need to ask your bank if you have no interest in leaving them no matter what anyone says. First couple questions that come my way really quickly on a regular basis around mortgage renewals. Number one, do I have to reapply and qualify for a mortgage when I come up for renewal? The answer to that question is yes and no. Here's the yes. Yes, if you're looking to refinance, restructure, re-amortize because you want lower monthly payments, you want to consolidate your debt, or you want to take out equity from your existing property. No, if you're leaving your mortgage as is and you have no intentions on changing anything and you don't want to explore any other options, or you do not qualify because you're not making as much money. Typically, and not always, the bank will actually just draft a letter and let you renew. Now I'm going to throw a little asterisk in there because I've had about 5 different people call me who have actually told me that their bank did not offer them a renewal. And I'm not just talking banks, I'm talking banks and non-bank lenders for a variety of reasons. Credit, they just didn't have the interest in renewing that particular client, no credit issues or anything of that nature. Lenders closed down. Sometimes we see lenders close their doors. Credit unions, the same thing. So for a variety of reasons, you may or may not be offered a renewal. If you're one of those people in the camp where there isn't an offer, then obviously you're gonna have to requalify, which is why we always tell people to be conscious of that as you get into a mortgage term. Okay, so if you're gonna renew your mortgage and you're not gonna move and you're not gonna consolidate and you're not gonna pull out equity or any of these different things, then you can look at it just simply as, what do I do with my existing lender and what are my options really quickly? So here are the questions that I'll ask your existing lender. And truthfully, you can still talk to a mortgage broker after this because you might just find that you're getting frustrating advice. I mean, to be really upfront with you, at least 1/3 of the people that reach out to me, the half the time they reach out to me, they just say they just don't work with their bank because they find it frustrating and they don't know if the person has even done a mortgage before. Anyways, what are the questions that you want to ask your existing lender? First thing, if you're in a situation right now where you don't want to requalify, you want to keep your mortgage as is, and you're kind of worried about where the future of where mortgage rates are going, well, let's assume you still have 6 months left in your term and you want to lock in today. You can ask your existing lender this question: is there a blend and extend or a blended term option available for my existing mortgage? Some banks and some lenders will allow you to renew early or blend and extend a lower interest rate and extend that out. So let's say, for example, you have a mortgage coming up at the end of the year and you want to lock in your existing 2% mortgage rate and you'd like to do it today because of some significant changes going on. You can ask your bank if they have a blended policy. Not all of them offer that, but some of them do. Here's some things to look out for. Some of them will charge a higher rate if you're blending and extending, making it not worth its while. Some of them will charge a prepayment penalty. Many of them will charge different fees, and some of them will also ask you to requalify. So I'm not saying this is the be all end all, but it is an option you should consider. Number 2, ask the question: what rates would apply if I were to do that blend and extend? What rates would apply if I was to renew? And what rates would apply if I was to wait? Also, ask this question: how much is it going to cost me if I were to actually pay out my existing mortgage today? And when can I pay it out to maturity without paying an interest rate differential penalty? This is going to help you to negotiate, but it'll also help you understand if it does make sense to consider leaving your lender. I've had a lot of people that reached out to me and said, hey, I'm thinking about actually renewing with a current lender. And you talk to them and it seems like that's the plan. Then they find out this information, they decide, you know what? I want to work with somebody who actually knows what they're doing, and they come our way to work with us. Number 3, before you sign the renewal paper, you're going to talk to your bank and ask them, what is that penalty going to cost me? Not only if I renew early, but if I break my mortgage early. If you were given a cash back, do you have to pay that cash back early? Are you eligible for any cash backs over and above that? And will you have to pay that back early? Watch out, because if you pay a prepayment penalty, that is the #1 cost. You're better to get a higher interest rate than having some of these significant interest rate differential penalties. And most of them do not know how interest rate differential penalties work. I did do a video on this in the past. I'll do another one in the future. That you gotta watch out for that, because that will kick you in the butt and it'll bite you in the butt, especially if rates go down or you want to refinance or you want to exit early or sell your property or anything like that as well. Another question that you should be asking when it relates to your existing lender and the offers they're providing, maybe less of a question, maybe just an upfront notice. Just tell your lender specifically, I'm looking at going over to a different lender for XXX reason. Is this the best offer you're willing to give me? Please provide your best offer upfront and in writing. The reason I suggest this is because most of your banks just play a cat and mouse game. Here's our offer, go find a better one and come back to me. Listen, there's zero value in that. Zero, less than zero value. There's no advice, no strategy, and they're making you go do the legwork. So why would you stay loyal to a lender that's making you do a legwork? I mean, that's kind of the point of working with a mortgage broker. We go get the offers and bring it back to you. But if a lender says, hey, go work at the broker and bring it back to me, what kind of service is that? Not ideal, right? So think of it from this context. Get their offers, tell them you're serious, find out what their last and final offer will be, and then you can go make a decision on what's going on. But before you start looking at just that rate offer, I want you to consider the actual strategy and all these things in its totality. What's that prepayment penalty gonna look like? What are the offers they're provided? How are they to work with? And most importantly, when you consider all these things together, what's your strategy? If you haven't watched it already, I did a video recently just before this on a framework to picking fixed or variable, which is the baseline of a strategy that should be communicated to you. Why are we taking this offer? What does it mean to you? How does it affect you in the next 3 to 5 years? And how does it fit into your financial future? Plus, what will it cost me if I break my mortgage early? And how will that affect me financially? Does this person care about you? Will they be around for you after the fact? And if mortgage rates go down, will they be monitoring your mortgage rate after you close? That was a lot. I hit you quick. Those are gonna come up on the screen really, really fast, but don't stress out. You're gonna see those questions below. So make sure to hit those questions. And if you'd like to follow for more on a daily basis, make sure to follow me on Instagram @themortgagepug and send me a DM to let me know if you'd like the video. I hope you guys liked it. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll see you on the next one.